Hello everyone. Hello BSED 3 English students. Hope that you are fine today. And we are here in your English 22 subject, Technology in English Language Teaching. This is Sir Roy A. Bandoa, your English instructor for this subject this semester, or for this course this semester. Talking about technology, its pervasiveness in our society today would deal a lot of opportunities for English language teaching. So if we will be talking about technology, of course, we will be dealing about the two sides of the coin. The opportunities as we use technology in language teaching, as well as the disadvantages or the threats of technology in our education today. Let's start our lesson with this video. Please watch and do some reflections.
Emma. Huh? Emma.
Not anymore.
Emma.
Every day it's getting on my
Emma.
nerves. Oh, I'm
Emma.
begging you, please,
Emma.
leave me alone.
Okay? It's just a very short clip of video, but this really gave us the concept of how technology influence our life today. That's why that video would really give us the concept of technology versus paper. Likewise, in a classroom situation, in teaching English language specifically, we could now identify how paper is very important and how technology is very important also. Why I give you such particular commercial, I borrowed that from a commercial of a tissue paper, because before we start this course for this semester, we have to make a reflections on how technology affects our life. Does really technology help us to ease our work? Or does technology make us so very dependent to them? Or we say we are already manipulated by technology. Instead, that's supposed to be we will be the one to manipulate technology for our life. Specifically, we will be the one to manipulate technology, utilize it, integrate it as part of teaching English inside the classroom, or teaching English language, maybe classroom teaching or online teaching like this. So, this semester, the midterm part, we'll be talking about why we use technology as the background, why we use technology in teaching. Teaching with technology, what are the concepts behind it? How to teach English language with the use of technology, and the role of technology in teaching English language. Likewise, we will have to identify and to learn and to reflect ourselves and submit ourselves to be competitive as digital natives, not as a digital immigrants at this time, at this moment, at this very moment. Because I consider myself as digital immigrants, and you students are already considered as digital natives. So how technology is changing the world today. So specifically in this course, we will be talking about how technology is changing education. The impact of technology on education. How do we set up virtual learning space as needed now because of this pandemic, because of this health crisis that we are experiencing? How do we set up virtual learning space as a demand for the situation? The role of interactive technology in education, the benefits of interactive technology, What is remote learning and new normal learning? And what are the trends to watch out for in the coming years when we involve ourselves to the world of teaching as we use technology? That would be in the midterm period. And in the final period, okay, each of you will be given some assignments and some presentations on regarding on new technology tools that we'll be using, applications, websites, and other technology tools that we could use as part of teaching language or English language specifically. And of course, we will be identifying online tools or platforms designed for language teaching and learning. So, are you now ready for this semester? Getting in the world of technology as we use and integrate technology in English language teaching. So why? Why use technology? That's the big question. Okay? Technology in the classroom is still, or we could not consider technology in the classroom as a big debate today. Because whether we like it or not, we need to embrace technology. We need to use technology as the situation demands it for today. If you notice, schools before the pandemic have this technology inside the classroom, have these instructional technologies that equip teaching inside the classroom. Okay? Maybe some have advanced technology with computer-assisted learning or the CAL or computer-assisted instruction or the CAI. Before pandemic, these already exist. Okay? But for some, they don't. So the advantages of having technology is very visible. Okay? How technology become an advantage if we integrate it as part of a tool or a main instrument for instruction. Some use it already. Okay? The digital natives today are already equipped with this technology. That's why if I consider myself as a digital immigrant, therefore I need to compete with them. I need to go with them. I have to be a part of this generation. Some don't have this, especially in the urban areas. Or it might be I will give you a picture of a student attending a virtual class at the top of the roof or elaborately at the top of the tree, looking for the signal of their cell phones. Okay? That's the situation, that's the picture of how schools or educational sectors do not use technology. If this would be the cutting edge, why stay with this? Why stay with this old mimeographing machine where we have already a lot of technology to reproduce documents? We have the photocopiers and the Riso printers or copiers, okay, which would really multiply times 10 or times 100 in the number of prints that they could have per minute or per hour. Okay? So why don't we use technology? It's already an opportunity that we need to integrate that inside our classroom, or a situation it is really a demand that we need to integrate and to be with technology as we conduct virtual classes, or virtual classes may be synchronous or asynchronous. Okay? Time would not warrant now. Never mind time. Okay? What do I mean never mind time? We need to be with the trend of time. What is in today? We have to go with it. Let's not make it as a reason that because we are not part of this generation, no? Or we have to go back on what is actually practiced in our time. But we need to go with the time, what is in and what is in the trend today. And let's make ourselves be fit on what is really happening now. So fit ourselves, or else we will be lost. We will just be juggling one more thing in our life, which is useless. But really, it's awareness of what is technology today and how do we utilize technology in teaching, in instruction is very significant or very important to reach the comfort level of our students. Digital natives versus digital immigrants, is that a big question? Yeah, I consider myself as digital immigrants. And you are digital natives as a student. Later on, you will become teachers. I know, because this is your course, and you have to be, you have to embrace that. And you will be going to the world of teaching later on, and you will be dealing with students, which is more advanced with you with regards to technology. So it does not mean that we have to be in that particular status that because you have no choice because you are a digital immigrant. So what? It's not a problem. Diba? We have to go with our digital natives. So, we say, it's not the age matters. It's interest. Pag gusto mo, maraming paraan. Because that's your interest. Diba? You will not use that because, okay, sige ka mo na lang. You can do that because you are in that particular age. You are younger than us. We are on the retirable age. So, I have to stick on what is I used to be in teaching, the traditional way of teaching. That is not the reason. Okay? It's on our interest. Even it's not our age. Okay? We have to put that as part of our interest. Clear? So why we should? Okay, did you know 3.0? Why we should? Why? English teacher, you should do this. You should integrate technology. This is the best opportunity to enhance the transfer of learning when we teach the language. And there is a lot of opportunities already using technology. We say we are in the 21st century. And 21st century isn't coming. It's already here. You have no choice. Do not say, 21st century is coming, we need to prepare. No, that's not the trend now, or that's not the situation now. It's 21st century is now here. So you need to embrace it. If you have that embrace or equip, you need to embrace it. If you have that equip yourself with that technology, then you will be left behind. You need to equip yourself, the facility of technology. Teachers, remember, teachers will not be replaced by technology. Nobody can replace teachers inside the classroom. They could not be replaced by technology. But remember, teachers who don't use technology will be replaced by those who do. That is according to Cheryl Nussbaum. Okay? So, we have to equip ourselves now with the use of technology, with the skill of integrating technology in our classes. That's the main reason. Why do students need us in the age of Google? Okay? Why do students need us in the age of Google? Are we in the age of Google also? Sure, because you are alive now. You are still alive today. And you are in the age of Google. You need to bring yourself in the age of Google also. Diba? Okay. So why do we teach in the very first place? That would be the question. Basically, why do we teach in the very first place? What is the purpose of education? And because of that premise, we could not deny and we could not ignore or neglect technology. We need to integrate in this following in this following question, we need to integrate technology as we consider our situation now. Okay? So give students the tools to succeed in life with the help of technology. Don't insist that because you are in an area where technology is not really effective, then wait for the time that when technology now invades your area, that will be the time for you to learn technology. Instead, we have to go with technology. Give students tools to make good decisions through technology. Okay? And expand our students' view of the world. The world is changing. Our world when we were in that age of our student is very far different with the world of our students today. So let's expand their view on the world at present. Okay? Prepare our students for college and prepare our students for jobs. That's the most important today as we equip them with skills. Okay? So remember, class, none of the top 10 jobs that will exist in 2010 or even now 2022 existed in 2004 or in 2010. The same thing, what exists or what job exists today may not exist 10 or 20 years after. That is according to former U.S. Secretary of Education, Richard Riley. So we will have to take note about it. Okay? So, need other reason? What are other reasons why we need technology? What are other reasons? Because of the partnership for the 21st century skill, which is really a need today. Okay? That is the paradigm of our K-12 curriculum. And we need to go with it. Okay? The learning and the innovation skills, life and career skills, information and media and technology skills. Remember, that is the core subjects of the 21st century. So we could not escape. It is there. It is there on the part of the core subjects of the 21st century. Information, media, and technology skills. In fact, in teaching language, before, we only consider the 4 macro skills. And what are the 4 macro skills? The listening, speaking, reading, and writing. But because of the partnership of 21st century, nagdugang kita sa macro skills. We add 1 macro skills. Okay? Listening, speaking, reading, writing, plus viewing. Because of media technology. That's the real essence of this paradigm. Life and career skills. Okay? We have to be focused on that. Hindi ko nga, we just simply we throw and we give modules to our students and bahala na kamo dyan. Okay? But we have to think that we are molding our students for this particular concept of 21st century. Life and career skills. Digital footprints. Okay? As what I have said, we are on the cyber world now. Entering the cyber world. Entering the advanced technology. So we need to go with it. As digital footprints is there, coming. Netiquettes. From etiquette to netiquettes. Because it's more on media technology today. Remember? The responsible use of our mass media technology or social media technology is really very important because of the pervasiveness of technology. So from etiquette to netiquette. From citizen to netizens. Okay? Cyberbullies. Okay, we are talking about disadvantages. We are talking about the banes. We're talking about the threats of technology in our society today, especially in integrating it to education. Learning and innovation skills through the power of technology. So, even now, as we started our blended learning, our different types of learning as we consider the new normal, okay? Learning and innovation skills are encouraged for teachers, and we are free to innovate things in our conduct or in our delivery of instruction. Creativity is very important. Of course, ang walang katapusang creativity. We will not stick on what is good for our student, but we will have to think always. Do not settle on what is good with our student, but because of creativity, or instill creativity to ourselves, so that is thinking about what is always best for our students. Digital storytelling, okay? It's not storytelling in a typical four walls classroom that you just simply talk to your students. But this time you go to what we call digital storytelling. And of course, critical thinking. Do not just simply feed our student with knowledge, with insight, but let them think on the applications and formations of those knowledge in their minds. Try to enrich their critical thinking. Not try, we have to enrich the critical thinking of our students. Communication and collaboration, which is very important. Okay? We could not be considered as behind with regards to communication and collaborations. As of now, University of Antique is really now on its steps, or not on its steps, but we have started already our internationalization program, the IZN, as we have to expose our students to compete internationally. So we have to improve their communications and collaboration skills. And of course, I really believe Filipinos are great communicators. Filipinos are good English speakers and writers. And we could maximize ourselves by that. Okay? With this, okay, we live our education with wikis. A lot of websites and a lot of applications in the internet or in the technology today. That's how advantage is technology for teaching language. Information and media technology skills. Okay? From role-playing inside the classroom, most of our activity this time, which would be more interesting to our students, would be making a video clip. Making a short films, which they are the one who is doing it. You see? That is actually information and media technology skills. And we need to equip ourselves by that. But, be careful. Even though this is enriched with technology, and because this is enriched by internet, still we need to observe copyright. We need to stick on the copyright law. Okay? Still, copyright law is there. And of course, the most important thing is ethics. Even though there is technology, let us remember that ethics, or the science of being virtuous, the science of value, okay, the science of good and evil, okay, must always be there. Let us not make ourselves as a person, as a human being, manipulated by technology. Technology is there for us to manipulate and to improve such skills in our life. Okay? Because if we let ourselves be manipulated by technology, then ethics will be vanishing. Ethics will not be considered. So what will happen? Think and picture out and imagine a life of a person without ethics. So, if it's on the internet, it must be real. Okay? If it's on the internet, so it must be real. But, of course, let's not be aware also of what is there in the internet. Not all are facts. There are a lot of fake news. Okay? So, just like reading books, just like reading materials, we need not only to read, but also we have to analyze what we read. Likewise, what we get from the internet. Okay? Is what you see what you get? No. Okay? Still, there is still limitations for it. Okay? Remember, the core subjects and the 21st century themes as stated in the paradigm. This is the main reason why we will use technology. Why we have to integrate technology in teaching. So, does it answer your question? This is an introductory part because we will be dealing and exposing ourselves to different skills introduced by the 21st century. Okay? A lot of skills will be given to us. Okay? Let us start from small but dream big. Okay? So, thank you very much for this first session in our English 22 class. And later on, we will be talking about the advantages of technology and how do we utilize technology in teaching English language inside our classroom. Thank you for listening, and I hope we now realize how technology is very important in our life and how technology will be utilized as part of our teaching skills, specifically in teaching English language. If technology is pervasive in our society today, so let's take the opportunity as part of integrating it in our learning strategy or teaching strategies that would help transfer learning to our students. Do not consider it as a threat. Make technology as an opportunity to education, not as a threat to education. It is us who will manipulate technology, not that we will allow technology manipulate ourselves. So, thank you very much, BSED 3 students. Thank you for listening, and see you next session or next virtual session we have. Bye-bye.